Welcome back everyone to Dragon Quest VIII Journey of the Cursed King. I'm Jay from the GamebustersUK team. In the last session we couldn't save Abbot Francisco, unfortunately. He kind of died. They kind of off-screened it, like this just a shadow of like the scepter going through him. As it seemed to be he went to protect Trode. Either way, Dolmegas was after him, so not Trode specifically, but he was after Abbot Francisco, obviously. So yeah, everyone was pretty sad, and well, Marcello was just like, alright, Angelo, I'm sure he wants to like avenge his death, so I'm just gonna shove him with you, because honestly, now that I'm the abbot, I don't want to see him anymore. So you've got some issues, got some brotherly issues there. So Angelo's now with us, but he also, Marcello gave us a map. So now, when we leave Simpleton, because there's nothing really else to do here, what I have done, is I've done some alchemy stuff, and I will be coming back here. I don't have enough gold. What I could really do, if I really wanted, is I could go around fighting some of those special monsters and get those monster coins and sell them, and I'd easily make enough money. But it's alright. I want to actually get a long spear, I believe, from Simpleton, because you can make a holy spear. I think it's a holy spear. Now that we've got the gold rosary, so that we got from the poor priest, that was the undead priest, basically. So I don't think there's any other things I've gotten right now. I've sold some like oh, this is for iron axe. For some reason, two scythes make an iron axe. I don't quite understand that, but okay. There are some recipes where I'm just like, yeah, that makes sense. Not, and some that are just like, oh right, that makes sense. I'll probably do the whole cool cheese thing, because we've got cheese there, and I can mix it with this mold here and make a cool cheese. That's pretty cool. Or I could mix it with magic water and make the magic cheese. So there's different things we can do. But we'll be able to do more with Munchie and stuff, and so. But yeah, I could do that. There's, again, you don't always have to do alchemy. It's not like a mandatory thing. It is very helpful though, and I just find it really fun to make stuff and see what you get, especially if you manage to just make something, you know what I mean? Another good thing to do if you are short on money is you can just make some like strong medicine, special medicines, things like that, and just sell them, because herbs cost nothing, so you can do that, and they don't take very long at all. And yeah, you can make a few quid. So I've leveled up these guys a little bit. Mainly I just wanted Angelo, but they you know, the rest of the guys are in the party, so they all leveled up a bit. So the hero's now level 16. I think Yanga's went up twice. She's level 17. Jessica's 15, so she's tailing behind a little bit. And Angelo, well, he was level 12, so now he's 14. So at least she's gone up. But you can already see, like, Angelo's got 80 HP. At 14, Jessica's got 80 HP at 15. She's got the lowest HP and defense, unfortunately. She's probably going to die a lot. That's, you know, like, even if you have like the best armor, she just has the lowest defense. So if you're fighting a tough boss, don't be surprised that you're going to have to heal her a lot, or she might die a lot. Especially like, well, when you get to like the ending, the post game. With the extra stuff, yeah, the enemies are very tough. So yeah, I'm trying to think, what else did we get? Anything else? Let's have a look at our tributes. Oh yes, we learned Fuddle by increasing Jessica's sex appeal, and we learned Bang just by leveling up. Basically, it's a small explosion that damages all enemies. It will later become Boom and Kaboom, which is much better. So that's really good. It's a good start to just get rid of a group of enemies, because unfortunately she can't whip everything. It's not like the boomerang where it attacks all, it just attacks a group of enemies, so that's cool. He's got Whoosh, which is just kind of like Sizzle really, but like the wind version, so that's neat. I learned Kabuff, so now Angelo is basically our defense, and eventually he'll learn mid-heal and multi-heal, which will come into handy. But I think that's it. I think that's it for now. So yeah, alright, we're done with Simpleton, we're done with Malaya Abbey, so I want to go this way, don't I? Yeah, so I do have something in the alchemy going at the moment. I think it might be the reinforced boomerang, I think. since we did get that iron nail. I don't think it's done yet. I haven't heard it. I do have the speakers lower, but yeah, no, it's not done yet. It's not yet. That's fine. But it'll be done soon, and then I'll probably either do the iron axe or something else. So, all right. Now I can show off the map as we head out, and of course we'll get some new encounters. Well, we're still in the area technically, but here's the world map, which I think I might show off, but I'll just show it off again. We're just starting again, so you can zoom in, you can hide cursor, so you can sort of see where we're going. In most cases, we just follow the path, so that's what we're going to do. So next we're going to Escantha, the Kingdom of Escantha, and it is going to be a bit of a walk with Sin jargon, so hopefully I should edit that out. I'm trying to get better at like not like editing battles out. The only problem is I tend to yap, and then an encounter happens, and I'm like, if it's chat that that I think might be a bit important, then I'm just like, okay, I'll either repeat myself or So yeah, we're still in the same area technically. Let's have a look at this sign. Okay, cool. So we won't get encounters just yet. We're just coming out of the area, so. Now, I did have a quick scour around. I could not find... Oh, it's a bird. I think I've shown off the dinglings, right? I think so. I could always show them off again, you know, somewhat. I mean, I can look at the bestiary. We can still look at the bestiary. So that's kind of cool. Let's see what Trode has for us. Never relying on intimidation in battle is admirably brave. But you really should make use of the whole range of tactics at your disposal when dealing with the enemy. Wise words. Trode knows a lot about battling, but he doesn't battle himself. This is interesting. There's a tortured soul, anyway. Experience 680. You know what? I actually thought this does tell you how much HP. I guess it didn't, so my bad. I think I mentioned that. I guess I just kind of roughly go by numbers, like how much damage I do. I'm like, okay, this has about so much, so my bad. Cursed spirit of the abbot of the former abbey, which was destroyed after being stricken by the plague. Slaying this poor creature put an end to many centuries of suffering. So we did it a favor, honestly, because it was mad. So, yep. Sad times. There's the metal slime, which I think we looked at. So, yeah. They can be annoying buggers, but the experience, man. The experience. Alright, so let's carry on. Yeah, you say the same thing. I haven't shown off intimidation yet, have I? I did want to wait until we got all our party members, because this is it, guys. This is all we get. Like I said in the 3DS version, you do extra party members, which I will tell you about in case you guys don't know when we meet them, because you do meet them, but they're just side characters. They don't join your party. This is the jargon. I'm going to leave this in because I'm not sure if I've shown this off or not. The dingalings can call these guys as well. I think I did, but you know. So it might be a little bit jarring to always edit out every encounter every 2 seconds. Unfortunately, we're not quite high enough level that I can holy potion this area, at least until we get to the next area. Oh no, I don't want to do that. What do I want to do? I'm sticking to courage actually, because I do want to aim for zap now. So we'll do that. I mean, I've got like my thunder thrust. I think it's a thunder thrust. So also there's a tree face there. I think it's called a tree face. Again, one of the enemies hidden within the other trees, but because it's so tiny, you can kind of see him. So, but yeah, if there is any treasure chests around here, but there probably is at least one. I'm probably going to mainly just stick to when we get the faster movement, because it's just better and it saves a bit of time, and you guys don't have to always sit me running around trying to get to the location all the time, because you know these videos are long and I'm trying to cut them down a bit. So I don't yabber on. That sign just says the same thing, so it's like, yeah, you're still going. And in case you're not sure, you can go onto the map. Brownies, did I show these off? I don't know. I guess I'll leave this in. Apart from being basically just recolors of the hammerheads, these dudes do psych up to 100, which again I don't think I've shown off yet. I don't think I've unlocked it. I might have unlocked it. But yeah, these guys could just straight up go to 100 in one turn. I do actually believe as well that there is a glitch that you can just go straight to 100. I'm pretty certain I've had it happen to me before. I can't remember like if there's a specific battle that you have to do to trigger it, but I do remember it happening a couple of times, that I'll just randomly psych up from base and I'll go to 100. So it's weird. It's weird, but it does happen. It's a glitch. It's not meant to happen, but yeah, it can happen. But the brownies do, because the brownies seem to hit weak, but then they go to 100 and you're like, what? In one turn? That's crazy. Why can't I do that? Why can't I do that? So yeah, it's gonna take a bit. You see, like, you might be able to see like some houses there. They're just like little huts, and I believe one of them's like a little church there. It's basically just like a stop. You can rest there, I believe, as well. But we're going to do that mainly because there is a cutscene that I'm pretty certain you can miss, which I think I might have mentioned. It's a cutscene with Angelo. Basically, they just kind of put that there, I guess. Oh, here's a new enemy. Oh, the puppeteers, right? Yeah. These guys are they're interesting. They'll normally put on like a little show, like it will say, oh, the puppeteers put on a show, and then something will happen, like maybe the character will laugh because it'll be like, oh yeah, the puppeteers putting on a comedy, and then the main character will start chuckling. So that's kind of funny. So yeah, that's also a thing. The enemies can make the characters laugh, and they just like, I think like the main character just sort of holds his stomach as he's trying to laugh because it's too funny, things like that. So yeah, there's some interesting enemies in this. Of course, we've already seen the bags. The bag of laughs. I guess that makes sense, eh? You got the bag of laughs and the puppeteers trying to be a comedian. Laughs flippantly. Look at his tongue, though. Tongue action. Look at that. Big ass tongue. Don't lick me with that. They probably think they want to lick Jessica. Stay away from my waifu. How dare you? We got competition though, because Angelo's trying to swoon in on Jessica. Clearly. We haven't learned her signature move yet. I'm going for it just to show it off. You don't need to, but I just kind of have to. I don't know. I feel like I do. Those of you guys who play Dragon Quest will know what I'm talking about. So I don't think there's anything here yet, but we will need to come back here. It's just over there. So think of this as like a little checkpoint stop. Again, I'm pretty certain you could just completely ignore this and you will never get to this cutscene because it's specifically to this area. So we get backstory of Angelo and Marcello, and we find out the reason why he hates them so much, essentially. The whole story. It's just kind of there. But yeah, you do have to rest, so we're gonna do that just to show it off.